everyone. If we could all start taking seats and getting ready, and we'll get our program started very shortly. Thank you. And your folder is up here as well. So.
I appreciate it.
Yes. I got you. You are first.
Beth's going to introduce you, Mr. Cooper. We're
Yes.
we're getting the live stream started right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great day. Mr. Anderson. Got it.
At some point, if you don't mind getting the table,
Wow.
and we'll work on that. Okay.
Everybody else.
All right, good morning, everybody. We are going to go ahead and get started on this wonderful day I know everyone is so excited for. Our first speaker today is going to be our Board of Supervisors Vice Chair and Fairfield District Supervisor, Mr. Roscoe D. Cooper.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is a privilege and pleasure to be here on this brisk Tuesday morning, but the blessing of it is it's not raining, it's just the wind's blowing. I'm excited to say that all of us on the Board of Supervisors here, our chair, Mr. Dan Smith, Ms. Tyrone Nelson, Mr. Jody Rogish, Ms. Misty Roundtree, as well as we have with us Mr. Ryan Young, the school board representative from the Fairfield District. Can we give them a hand for all being here today? It's an exciting day as we gather to celebrate the reopening of Wilkinson Road. I can't tell you how myself and so many of us are happy to stand before you on this occasion as the Fairfield District Supervisor and Vice Chair of the Monroe County Board of Supervisors. For many of us, the closure of Wilkinson Road has been a long, arduous, frustrating challenge. As you know, this vital road had to be closed for about a year and a half to allow for public works to replace the bridge and address issues of flooding that have persisted for decades. And while we understand that closing the road for construction was an inconvenience, especially with the detours and delays, it was a necessary step to ensure that this critical road will be able to be reliably serve our community for decades to come. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the patience and trust that you, our residents, have shown throughout our process, and many of them are here. Can we give them a hand, our residents from around this way? I know that having to navigate such a significant detour was not easy, but I also know that you understand the bigger picture. This project was necessary and essential project to protect not just the road, but the homes of our residents, the businesses, and lives of those who rely on it. And now, as we stand here today, I am thrilled to tell you that the project has been completed ahead of schedule and under budget. This is a tremendous achievement. It's a testament to the hard work and dedication of our public works team and all the contractors involved. But more importantly, it's the sign of how seriously Henrico County takes its commitment to improving infrastructure and ensuring the safety of all of our residents. As the Fairfield District Supervisor, I want you to know that since taking office, I have taken a special interest in this project. I understand how important this road is to our community, and I've worked closely with our staff to make sure that we completed it efficiently and effectively. So today, as we cut this ribbon and reopen Wilkinson Road, we're not just marking the end of a construction project, but we're celebrating the resilience of this community and the power of working together for a better future and a common good. On behalf of my colleagues on the Henrico County Board of Supervisors, I again want to thank each of you for your patience, your understanding, and your continued support. This road is more than just asphalt and concrete. It's a vital lifeline that connects us all, and I'm so proud to see it back open for everyone to use. Thank you again to all involved in making a project a success. I now pass the mic over to our Deputy County Manager for Community Operations, Mr. Steve Yob.
Thank you, Reverend Cooper. Thank you to our board for showing up, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Young as well. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. I'm pleased to stand here before you today on this new and greatly improved Wilkinson Road and its 3 bridges, which in total are 150 feet long. It's been a long road to get here. You know, these engineering jokes are really, you got to think about them, so I'll prompt you if you don't laugh. The original bridge across Upham Brook was built in 1954. That's 71 years ago. And to replace that aging bridge, we had to navigate environmental permits, we had to buy some of the property adjoining us, and we had to relocate utilities. Large transportation projects such as this don't happen overnight. We started design work on this bridge in 2014. You think about that, 11 years ago. We didn't want to just replace it. We wanted to make it better. In this case, we raised the bridge slightly, as Reverend Cooper noted. We added some extra pavement on each side so we can give our bicyclists and our pedestrians a place to walk, to ride their bike, to get through this beautiful swamp. The results, we have a better bridge that's safer, and you can navigate much more easily. So, this bridge now will withstand up to a 10-year storm event, so it doesn't go underwater like it did before. You will rarely have to think about that. It will weather the storm. Yeah, all right. So, even in a 25-year storm event, once every 25 years, the road may overtop slightly, but we designed this road so we can still get emergency access through this area. So that's very important, and it'll be important to the 8,000 cars a day that ride through this bottom on their way to work or to home, so they won't have to think about flooding. So this new infrastructure is going to be safer for cars, it'll be safer for pedestrians, it'll be safer for bicycles. We've also added guardrails to the entire length of the bridges, again to improve safety. And thank you to the community, because when we were planning this construction, we did ask you all, would you like us to leave it open to traffic, or would you rather that we closed it and got it done more quickly? It was through your feedback and your preferences that we got this job done in about 20 months, as Reverend Cooper said, ahead of schedule. So thank you for your patience. I know the detour around Upham Brook through this swamp is a long one. I know that, and I appreciate your patience as you've navigated that detour for the past 20 months. So I'm excited today about bringing you this successful project and giving this to the community. And with that, I'd like to ask our great Director of Public Works, Mr. Terrell Hughes, to give us the last few comments, and then we'll cut the ribbon. Mr. Hughes.
Good morning, everybody. All right. Thank you, Reverend Cooper and Steve, for your remarks and for your support and leadership throughout this process. Also, thank you, Board of Supervisors, for your support. And despite the cooler air, and I think there's still some pollen, it's still a great day to reopen this Wilkinson Road. I'm aware that I'm the last person standing in the way of this road opening, so I'll try to keep my comments brief. But you've probably heard the old saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Well, thankfully in this case, it's not gone anymore. So Wilkinson Road is back, and I'm happy to say, but better. So that's a good thing. So now we know this closure wasn't easy. The detours and the extra travel time, the added traffic on nearby roads like Azalea Avenue tested everyone's patience. So let me thank you, everybody. I'm going to thank you again, thank you twice, for hanging in there with us as we built this project. Thank you, Reverend Cooper. You had numerous community meetings with the community where you updated them on the project. You also put a video together, keeping the public, so I want to thank you for that support with that. And I also want to thank our public relations teams for the support that they provided with providing social media updates, as well as providing videos for the public. A lot of questions on this project, and it kept people informed. What many of you may not realize, you all unknowingly played a critical role in helping us finish this project on time by adjusting your commutes and navigating the detours, you gave crews the space to work safely and efficiently. You made it possible for this bridge and the surrounding improvements to be delivered on time. I'm personally honored to play a part in rebuilding and reinvestment of the road, and for this community. But I'm even more proud of our public works team. So I see a few of our guys, Robert Whitaker back there, the project manager, Jason Bass, our construction director, and special shout out to Nick Catharos, who was here every day overseeing the operation of this project as the lead inspector, making sure everything was done right. I also want to thank our contractor, Kokosing, for the great work that they did on this project, keeping it running on time. And thank you again, everybody, for your patience and your trust in us in this process. So without further ado, let's cut a ribbon. All right. Should have put more jokes. Sorry.
Thank you, Terrell.
Yeah, he gets the big ones. We get the little ones.
Hey, come on, very much. That's a little one. Go ahead. Let me get another.
Thank you.
Come on, one of y'all over here. Oh, Dan over here. You do good. Yeah, y'all good? Yep. All right. Who counted us up?
All right, on the count of 3 and cut. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cut.
All right.
All right.
I will take your scissors back.
Good deal.
No accidents.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good job.
Appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Please don't hurt yourself.
Really close.
Yes, yes, yes. But you know, and I think